Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's Chrissy Sawyer here for what feels like the third of three videos coming out of the resurrection of the Golden Child, the healing of the Golden Child complex. And this one has got very, very gorgeous. And I have 5 cards out on the table. So the card that came out in the very first and became its own third pile is soot. And this speaks to the potential. So it speaks to the material potential of creative chaos. Remember the perfect storm. Creative chaos is talking about that wild feminine. And Black Moon Lilith came into the last reading. If I didn't mention it, that is a mathematical point, Black Moon Lilith, where we calculate where the moon is furthest away, where it is most in the dark. So that's kind of the most hidden soul. I think I spoke to that the other day, actually, when I said this quiet voice so far back coming forward. And that is like, so the moon soul card comes in now from the last reading, the moon soul, the hidden soul. So the material potential of creative chaos. It's beautiful, wild, dark, feminine. I can see birds' wings, black birds' wings made of soot, and a horse galloping in, made of soot. It's just this kind of amorphous, moving cloud. It's beautiful, embryonic seed of all things. And we had the rainmaker in the last video. And watering the new seeds. The limitless atomic void. Carnal cosmic cycles. All senses on. All senses on. Soot, massa, confuser, orchestral warm-up. Tapping the lectern. Calling the orchestra to order. And feeling that moment of nervousness that you're about to make something. And kind of stepping aside in that so that spirit come in and can just take hold of the baton and create something that you couldn't see coming. This is the wild potential. And did we talk in the last video about getting lost and sitting in the lost? I haven't got words for this. Yeah, sit in that. I am values. I am sorted. This is us as architect. Possibilities, maker molecules, the chaos of construction, pilot waves and gravitational ether. It's bringing it in. Oh, this energy feels amazing. I'll tell you what it feels like. It feels like the higher heart expanding and filling with black soot, like the dark feminine. There's so much love. I can't begin to speak to it. And it's deep, ancient. All the forces uniting to create physical form. I am value, I am disorganized, leftovers. Spent matter. Remains of resurrection. Turning past waste to future gold. Yeah, because energy isn't born or killed. Energy is neither created not ended. Energy just is. It is the fluid in the pipes of the grand organ. It just changes. That's what energy does. It changes. It's amorphous. So nothing can truly die. It can become something else. Everything has the potential to change. Animating the physical with the spiritual. This is the divine alignment. Everything flowing through. Oh, God, it feels amazing. So, soot. The wild creative chaos is coming online. Is that what it is? The wild creative. Sorry. That was the wild creative chaos telling me to log back into something. The wild creative chaos. And I'm just noticing I can't even read my writing. I'm writing in some weird scripture. Wild, that does actually say creative, Chrissy. Okay. And then I've gone to this deck, which is called Through the Eyes of the Soul. And this card said, oh, the card is number 9. Of course it is. Guard and protect the sacred waters of life. And I'm filming all 3 of these videos on the 9th of the 9th. Guard and protect the sacred waters of life. And this is speaking to the Grail initiation. Right, I'm not going to speak into it, but I'm going to say that my most recent initiation that I haven't spoken to yet was a Grail initiation. And it brought tons and tons in with it, just tons of stuff. And one of the stuff it brought in was a playlist I've made called The Rise of Avalon. And that is presenting itself to me. Gosh, that's beautiful. At the moment, it's presenting itself to me as a stone with the Triskelion on it. And the Rise of Avalon is coming in again. I brought it in 2 years ago, but it's rising again as a human free from pathos. So it's the liberation from the pathetic mind. It's the liberation from the spent matter of programming. I might call this Grail initiation. Let's see what happens. Okay, so that's through the eyes of the soul. So when we guard and protect the sacred waters of life, we're speaking to the Akash, the record, with you as record keeper, with you as librarian, Can't even speak to what I'm seeing. Just water is everywhere. Water is everywhere, right throughout the cosmos. Water is everywhere. The Akash is everywhere. The experience is everywhere. And I'm seeing doorways and keyholes and keys and access through and through and through and through, dimension after dimension. Okay, I'm back. I had gone somewhere there. And then I've gone to a deck I don't think I've ever used on camera. It's a personal deck, which is just truly beautiful, which is called the Arthurian Tarot. And I think there are a couple of versions of this. This version has in the back of the book bear with me. The Hallow Quest course. And what it does is it takes you through the whole deck. And you kind of create your own workshop space. Did I say a few videos ago, bring yourself to workshop once a week? Maybe you get this deck, maybe you do the Hallow Quest course. And it really helps you tune in esoterically to these cards and go through them. And we have 3 cards come out. And the first one is called The Washer at the Ford. And this tells the story of she who washes the sheets of the fallen soldiers. Okay. This is like, it's like the golden child that became old before her time or his time. Don't let this be gender specific. I'll just use the word her. And she keeps washing the bloodied sheets of the fallen. Maybe not even realizing that she's doing it. And gaunt. She's been with death and loss and longing for so long. It's left her hungry, starved. And here we have Guinevere, which is the Empress card. So let's just have a look at what has the potential to happen here. This is the resurrection of the seeded empress, the seeded child. And I'm going to read a few words for these cards and the underlying. I haven't looked at the underlying story yet. I can just see the card on the top. And we have 13, so it's the death card. So the washer at the ford is the goddess of love and death, the dark face of sovereignty. She receives the dead warrior and challenges the callow candidate for the kingship when she appears as a hag who must be kissed. She is both Morgan, who receives the wounded Arthur for healing, and Modron, mother of Mabon. The raven is her bird. So this is soot energy. Okay, and it's encapsulating the aged child, the haggard child. And so the keys are the release of outworn ideas and ideals, I might add. Stale relationships, old patterns. Moving into ecstasy and renewal. In comes the Empress. And so the questions with this card, what do you need to let go of, or challenge, or face, or witness, or experience with senses on? And when I say senses on, I mean experientially rather than rationally, intellectually. Because the body keeps the score. And so when we experience something viscerally, it allows the body to release that vibration at a cellular level, catabolic. It clears, it renews the self at a cellular level. Where can you engage completely? Gosh, I mean, where could that little one engage completely? Where can any grown adult human engage completely without fear of, you finish that sentence? What wants the opportunity to grow again? Well, seeds want the opportunity to grow again. And if I go to Guinevere, who is in her bliss with purposeless pursuit, just in her bliss, immersed in nature. Guinevere sits spinning in a meadow while a white cow grazes nearby. She is Arthur's queen and the guardian of peace and concord in the land. In Celtic tradition, she is the beautiful face of sovereignty. So we have the light and the shade of sovereignty, it looks like, coming face to face with one another. Huh. The flower bride, whose consort rules the land, which is why many legends speak of her abduction by would-be rulers. It's where the child gets vampired and fed from by those who cannot generate their own light, or whose light has been locked away by the previous generation. Peace, fulfillment, beauty, abundance, creative growth, spiritual wealth, fertility, health, harmony, femininity. Questions. What is yearning to be fulfilled now? Where would you like to experience fulfillment? How does this serve beauty and harmony? So again, we're back to alignment. What needs to be nurtured? What needs to be nurtured in you? Okay. And the underlying card is Grail 8. So this is the 8 of Cups. And we have a cup spilled. I love how these cards take you through gateways, take you through windows to peer through. Just pulling the eye forward, pulling the vision out. 2 candles burn on the altar of a chapel, while an 8-sided chalice, here we have the Grail again, of wine spills upon the floor. Lancelot reached the very door of the Grail chapel only to be turned away, blinded and admonished for daring to come so close to the holy object while still living so much in the world. Okay, so we're talking about immateriality. Yeah, there'll be some challenges here as relationships change and as your relationship to your material world changes, there will be this constant invite to let go or to ask yourself if that which you are attached to truly fulfills you. So traditionally, Eight of Cups is about walking away. So the keys, a discontinuance of plans. The sun's just come out. Withdrawal of energies and desire. Yeah, the desireless life. Yeah, that's why Leo is being humbled and turned back in. Self-pity, reassessment of old beliefs and values. Now, I've seen these two come in, self-pity and reassessment. And that might come through as what you couldn't achieve, what you couldn't manifest, what you couldn't make. And that's going to challenge the whole desire program, which is going to bring you back to the same key. The same key for this whole thing is, are you in alignment with your heart, soul, mind, gut, complex? Has that come from, is that being birthed from within? Is that being birthed from the inner seed? Or because of an external want, because of an egoic projection, which might come from that compete, compare? It's going to challenge the whole thing. It's lovely. Okay. Question. Is there anything that needs to be reevaluated? And if we rephrase that question to, as I walk through this gateway, as I walk through this eclipse tunnel, what am I taking with me? And am I traveling light or am I traveling heavy? Am I taking anything through that belongs to my ancestors? If so, what is making me do that? Question. What would happen if I walked through the gateway naked with nothing? Beautiful. Yeah. Oh, wow. It's the birth of the masculine. So we have Grail 8, which is walking away, and Sword 8, which is about feeling confined or trapped, or it might be daren't energy. I daren't make that move. But we have the Ace of Swords, which says, wield your own sword. From your own cup. And when there's action in that, when it's coming from an aligned place of love, we birth the masculine, we birth the alignment. I want to notice also that it speaks to Lyra, and I had a message about Lyra this morning. So I don't know where Lyra is in galactic astrology, but I'm just speaking that through. Okay. I'm not going to read from those last three, but it's like there's this, it's like the soot is bringing in the masculine and the feminine to work together in a leading self way. That was erudite. Okay. And now we're going to have one card each, or whatever wants to come out from this beautiful deck. I just want to say I find myself guiding the cards. Like there's a little voice in me saying it's okay. They feel quite shy, bashful. They feel bashful. When you're ready, and that's another lovely message you can give to yourself. When you're ready, you will do it. If your intention is to bring all of you online or more of you online, you will do it. You will do it. Time is the only variable. You'll do it in your own sweet time. Did we have North and South Node in one of the previous two readings? Okay, so Sacred Serpent coming in on that 18. I'm just noticing the nines are all over the place. I've seen so many 18s come out. I've forgotten to bring them all in. But this nine dissolving, the nine wants to dissolve the experience, kind of back into the Akash, if you like, dissolve it, let go of it. And the 18-9 might fight to hold on to it. 18-9 is not an easy energy because it wants us to let go. It wants us to release the grabby fist. And there's all that kind of, there's like a loss of identity. But who will I be without that thing? That thing has always defined me. Who will I be? What will I be without the world? You'll be standing in front of a gateway naked with no luggage. Right. 18, Sacred Serpent. Light from the darkness. God, there's going to be so much void energy coming in. Oh, it's gorgeous. I love it. Shedding of an aspect of the past. So it's loosening our grip on ideas and ideals, letting go of. And it's asking the honest question. I've said it before, I'll say it again. The honest question is, did this fulfill me? Or did I pursue something hollow? That's the truth. Transforming challenge into creativity. So this is a mandala of renewal. It speaks of balancing the light and the darkness within. It speaks to solstice and celebration. Sacred Serpent awakens within your core and watches over you as you descend into the depths of yourself to enter the spiral life. Oh, it's heaven. It's just, sorry, that's my gig. All the way home, that is my gig. All right, two others have popped out. I just want to see what they are. Okie dokie then. Let's bring these in. This is beautiful energy. So this is the birth, the wheel of creation. Movement, a new start, embrace change. The messages are kind of the same. Okay. Within every day, there is a new tomorrow. So we are birthing change every moment of every day. At a cellular level, we are regenerating and renewing every moment of every day. Be true to you and celebrate the now. So get into this here now moment. Yeah, that would be part of the overriding energy. 333. I say 333 because the next card is the 33, Keeper of the Light. Make this up. Right. Celebrate the now, and doing so, you will color your future brightly. So the breath that you breathe into the now is the breath that will seed the next step on your path. It's that conscious. Where is the beauty and the harmony? In every moment. Oh, these messages are stunning. As within, so without. This is you as the keeper of your light. You knowing whether you are in balance or out of balance. No right, wrong, no good, bad, in or out of harmony and balance. Recharge in nature, peace in silence. The keeper of the light is illuminating your pathway. The winged one with this mandala reminds you to keep your heart open and your wings wide. Yeah. It speaks to the medicine of, it's the same message. But what fulfills you? What makes you smile? What generates joy as an energetic signature in you? You'll know that. Go back to your little one within. Go back to the inner child. What used to light that kid up? It's there, unharmed. It'll still be there. You just might have to dig down under the rubble. So that's you as keeper of the light. That's you in charge of your own wheel. This is autonomy, personal authority, sovereignty, a self-led path, liberation. It's just, wow, just really, really beautiful messages. Okay. Underlying cards. I won't read into these. Goddess butterfly, another 9. Self-discovery. It's all about you. And I'm going to pull, hopefully, one from this deck. Let's wrap this up. The frequency of consciousness supports our ability to focus our attention on all the multidimensional aspects that show up so that we can include them in our reality. Nothing is wasted. Be present to all. 17.8 is in today's day code as well. So I'm filming all of these 3 videos this week on the 9th of the 9th. Consciousness. Change. Divine masculine. Change. The frequency of change supports our ability to gracefully dance with the forever changing nature of reality. Yeah, there's a question in there. What don't I want to change? What am I hanging on to? What do I want to stay the same? Both inward and outward, so that we can appreciate the sweet release of the old and the birth of the new. Well, we have the Ace of Swords here. Divine masculine, 22, the builder. The frequency of the divine masculine supports our strong, focused, and active side, allowing it to express itself while helping us to bring our dreams and ideas into form with kindness and wisdom. As the antithesis to that, what distracted me then was I was shown the Shard in London, which is possibly the most toxic expression of masculinity in England. Okay, so this is kindness and wisdom. I would add beauty and harmony, you know, the masculine creating in beauty and harmony. Oh, that's the world I want to live in. Underlying communication, empowerment, Merkaba, earth, and divine feminine. So we have masculine and feminine, fertility, alchemy. It's a massive alignment happening. Yeah, I'll just show you these. Communication. What do you see in that card? I see a lot in that card. Light body activation. Chariot. Earth. I think I put it back, didn't I? Codes. Ley lines activating. So I read the masculine, I'll read the feminine. 21 and 22. Lovely, beautiful numbers. The frequency of divine feminine supports our receptive, nurturing, soft side. This is why I balked at the whole divine feminine thing. I think it was last week on one of the videos. The gluttony of divine feminine without the masculine. Think of a car battery. Okay. You have a positive and a negative charge, which ignites the engine. That's the masculine and the feminine working together. The yin and the yang have to work together. So nurturing soft side, allowing it to express itself openly. Where are you fully met? Do you fully meet yourself in your emotional needs, in your spiritual needs? Helping us connect to our intrinsic understanding of our connection to all of creation. There's going to be a massive expansion. It's I want better words. It's not so much an expansion, it's an expansion in our ability to access the metaphysical world. That's what it is. The end of this year could look very different to how it looks now. Okay, so wings open, heart open. I'm going to leave it there. This is a stunning part 3. And I will see you all again soon. Do the clicky things. Leave me a comment. It's great to have you guys here. Take care, and I'll see you when I do. Much love. Bye.